Morning, Pisces. This is Nightbird Tarot. I'm here to do your daily check-in. Today is July 3rd, 2026. But when you find this message is when you're meant to receive it. We're going to do a general reading for you. This may or may not resonate with you. I can't talk this morning. So take what resonates and leave the rest, as not all readings will resonate with everyone. Let's call in spirit and see what the energy looks like for today. All right, Pisces, let's pull some oracle cards first, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. There's definitely a change of energy in the air right now. I'm already feeling it this morning. Something new is coming in for you. Something new has already come in for me, and it's only like 9 a.m. So I'm definitely feeling a shift in the energy this morning. So that's what I'm feeling. Let's see what the tarot and the oracle cards have to say for you, Pisces. Message for Pisces, please, Spirit. What do they need to know at the time that they're viewing this message? Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors. What does Pisces need to know right now, please, Spirit? What does Pisces need to know right now? Pisces. The sign of Pisces, all placements of Pisces, please, Spirit. We have nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. So this is like the Six of Cups, looking back at the past. There's nostalgia here, longing for days gone by. There could be regret here as well. What else? What does Pisces need to know at the time they're viewing this message, please, Spirit? And we have law is not justice. So rules that are not fair. Rules that are not fair. You know what I'm picking up here is that you could be longing for the past, or there's nostalgia here. And something has changed in your life, and it's almost like it's so unfair that it didn't work out, or something like that. It's like this feeling of nostalgia and regret and having a sadness behind it that things didn't work out. With the justice here, I'm feeling like Libra energy. You could be dealing with a Libra, Pisces. This could also be a legal situation for you, Pisces, where it didn't work out in your favor and it just doesn't feel fair. So you're thinking about that, that mistake or something. There was something that happened in your life which led to some type of legal situation where it just feels unfair that it didn't work out, is what it feels like. Or there was that you made a mistake, maybe you shouldn't have, done some type of legal work or divorce or, lawsuit, something like that. So you're thinking back to the past here, and it's like, you're just feeling like, and I just got chills. You're feeling like it's so unfair that it didn't work out. Let's see what the tarot have to say. Welcome back to everyone that has been here and subscribes to my channel. Thank you for being here each and every day. And welcome to any new people here. My name is Angela. We're going to take a look and see what the energy looks like for you today. And feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like my readings. If I can shuffle. Let's see what's going on. And happy 4th of July weekend to all of you, and Independence Day celebrations, things like that going on. Spending time with friends and family. I'm going to a tribute band show that's not my own tonight, so I'm going to enjoy and have some fun by watching a different band tonight and not being on stage. So I'm looking forward to getting out, because I don't do that very often. I'm either on the stage or I'm at home. So I don't usually get out very often. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting out and having a little fun tonight. So Let me know in the comments what your plans are for this weekend. Spirit message for Pisces. What do they need to know at the time they're viewing this reading? Six of Swords. King of Pentacles. Page of Cups reversed. The Emperor, Aries energy. Seven of Wands. Queen of Cups, there's your energy here. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Back of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. Okay. All right, Pisces. So in the shadow, for what you don't see with the Three of Cups here, there could be some type of celebration at this time, you know, maybe celebrating a victory. It could be a lawsuit. Maybe you did win a lawsuit, but it's like whatever has happened here, there's regret about it. Or you know, looking at the past, fearing you've made a mistake. There's some type of celebration that you're in right now. There could be some type of victory or a celebration over some type of hardship that you've gone through in the shadow. But it's like, despite the victory, you have this regret. You feel like life isn't fair, if that makes sense. With the Six of Swords here, it's like you moved away from something that was very turbulent, something that was very hard to deal with. Especially with all the water in the image here, it was very emotional for you. You had to take your thoughts, move into action, and move on to calmer waters because whatever you were in was very chaotic. You may have had a lawsuit here where you actually came out on top here with the King of Pentacles. We're going to go back and clarify. But whatever happened here, you were very proficient in maybe saving money, gaining money. There's a celebration here. Maybe you won a divorce. Maybe you won a lawsuit. But despite all of that, this victory, there's some type of like regret underneath it. And just feeling like whatever happened wasn't fair. This could be also somebody else within your energy. I do have an Aries here, perhaps, where they may have won over you. They're celebrating, and that's what's in the shadow here. But you're feeling like whatever happened was unfair. You left the situation because it was very turbulent. The Page of Cups is here as well. You dealt with a very selfish person. This could be them where they may have won over you in a lawsuit or a divorce. Maybe they're the ones that are celebrating in the shadow. But it feels like you, despite the win, there's a sadness underneath it. There's a regret underneath it. There's a feeling like life took a turn and you feel like it's not fair. Pisces. You may have been dealing with an Aries here. Doesn't have to be. But with this Emperor here, this is a strong male leader. Somebody that's accomplished. somebody that had a lot of ambition. This could also just be your energy, taking a stand in your life, being proficient, being strong. And it doesn't have to be male, but taking a leadership role in your life here to bring in balance and harmony within, with the Seven of Wands here. Igniting a passion within you. Seven of Wands. Connecting to the divine. Moving forward in your life. Beating all the odds and winning. Winning even though it was difficult for you to move through these waters. This is your energy here, Pisces, Queen of Cups. So you're a very nurturing, giving person. Don't take gender, but you can be very devoted and kind. You have a huge imagination, as most Pisces do. And we have this Knight of Pentacles. But it's like you're walking away. You're being, you were very methodical in what you did to gain back your independence, is what it feels like, and starting a new life. But there's an underlying feeling of regret that things didn't work out. Like you didn't foresee this in your future is what I'm feeling here, Pisces. You didn't see this change coming. Perhaps it's somebody that you married. You thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with this person, but they were a liar, cheater, deceiver, selfish person. You ended up maybe on top, you're celebrating that, but underneath it all, it's just not fair that it didn't work out. It's almost like you're saying to the universe, it's not fair that I wasted my time again, or something like that. Let's go back and clarify. Please clarify the Six of Swords. Whoa. Well, things are looking better for you now that you've moved away from all of this chaos. There's an upcoming situation here where things are looking a lot better for you. King of Pentacles. Please clarify. I feel like you're sitting proud at the victory. But it's like this underlying energy. It's like this, there's moments of regret. We have the Nine of Wands here, and this is usually like the wounded warrior, okay? But you're no longer wounded. You're holding your light and you're standing tall. You went through a lot through this, Pisces, and you're standing tall in your strength here. You persevered and you're sitting proud at what you've accomplished here in this situation. So even though maybe it was a lawsuit and you won the lawsuit, maybe it was divorce and you got what you wanted in the divorce, there's still an underlying energy of regret and feeling like life isn't fair. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Yeah. This selfish person led you to a lot of heartache, a lot of loss, a lot of pain. Please clarify the Emperor. It could be an Aries. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, you walked away from this. You were very disappointed by this person. It could be an Aries or a creative mind. Somebody that takes action as the Emperor. Very strong leadership type of person. But with the Eight of Cups, you walked away from this person. And like I said, it wasn't something that you saw coming. This was unforeseen, you walking away from this individual. You didn't feel like this was going to happen. Perhaps it was a marriage and you devoted your life to this person. You did not foresee that you would divorce this person, but they caused you a lot of heartache and pain because they were selfish. And it feels like you came out on top here, Pisces. But despite all that, there is an underlying regret and feeling like life isn't fair. Please clarify the Seven of Wands. Whoa. Onto the floor. So there's unfinished business here is what it feels like with the Wheel of Fortune being reversed. It may be just internal because I feel like a lot of what you're feeling is internal. Like feeling like regret about it all. Feeling like life isn't fair, that, things work out like this. It's almost like there needs to be more healing in your life, Pisces. This was an unexpected event that occurred for you. But you won. You're sitting proud. You've connected to the divine. It just feels like all the chakras are lined up here. And you see all the colors of the chakras underneath her. It's like you're in alignment with the divine. You got to a place of peace, harmony, tranquility within. But it's almost like you have this underlying regret of had to go through this. You see things a lot differently now with the Hangman being reversed. This is also your energy. You feel like you may have wasted your life. And now you want a life full of peace and harmony. Please clarify the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is your energy here, Pisces. Please clarify the Queen of Cups. A very artistic, creative, devoted, imaginative person. Please clarify. Yeah. And you went through this nightmare. I'm sorry, Pisces. You went through something really hard. Something that maybe, and this could be still keeping you up at night where you're like full of regret, feeling like life isn't fair. But you did this to bring in balance in your life, to balance all those chakras. It feels like you went through a lot of pain with this person who is very selfish. But I do see newness coming in for you here, Pisces. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're creating and manifesting a new life for yourself at this time, Pisces. So despite all the victory that you may have had through this situation, you got to where you wanted to be, to find peace, alignment. There's like an underlying unfinished healing that needs to take place. Because you feel like you wasted your life. You wasted your time. And you just want to get moving again. So you're going to manifest something new coming into your life. You're doing that whether you know it or not. This Knight of Pentacles, you're being very persistent. You're being ritualistic when it comes to manifesting a new existence. What is the outcome here? You have regret that you maybe even dealt with this person. Judgment card. I feel like you're going through an awakening. What is the outcome here? You're going to wake up and you're no longer going to be disappointed. What is the advice? You're going to wake up and realize that this person was not the best for you. So the advice, the disappointment. One more. What is the advice? We got two here. So the disappointment will not last forever. You've got something new, a new opportunity coming in for you, Pisces. And then we have the Page of Wands here as well in the reverse position. So it's making me feel like you made a poor choice, but you can't sit in this regret forever, this disappointment, because something new is coming in for you. Is what it feels like here. You can't sit in this forever. You made some poor choices. So sitting in this disappointment because you made poor choices, maybe there's regret here. You got to get out of this because this regret and feeling like life isn't fair, you've got something new coming in, a new offer. Let's pull what's the tea on this offer. Please clarify what this Ace of Pentacles is. What's the tea on? Okay. A groupie. Okay, so you may be making some new friends. It feels like you may be meeting somebody new or a new friend coming in or a new group of friends. Life is going to be changing for you, Pisces. You've got a new opportunity to meet new people. I think you're awakening to no longer being disappointed here as your outcome. Back of the deck, we have the King of Cups. This is also your energy here, Pisces. There's the fish right there. So sitting within peace. Look at this person is within, is meditating. Using that singing bowl. You see the vibration within that person. You're in alignment here. With this change, with this newness, even though you have this regret of what you've gone through in the past here, dealing with this selfish person who really hurt you, you got to let go of the regret. You got to let go of feeling like life isn't fair, that you wasted time with this person or whatever situation this is, because you got to let it go. Because by holding on to that energy, you're creating a stillness or a stagnant energy here. By releasing it, releasing the disappointment, and letting go and having new zest and vigor in life is going to bring you an opportunity of meeting new people. Let's pull an oracle card to finish up here, Pisces, for you. But yeah, that's what it looks like here. That's what the energy looks like. It's time to turn the page. I feel like there's new energy today. You may be meeting somebody new today. Or something's coming in new. If it hasn't already, it's just about here. A message from Trust Your Vibe to finish up this reading for Pisces, please. Message from Trust Your Vibe for Pisces to finish up this reading. So we have Be Grateful. Let's read from the book, number 50. So look up that number. You'll have an additional message from your angels. So angel number 50. Let's read from the book on Be Grateful. It says, make a list of all your blessings so you fully recognize how much abundance you genuinely enjoy. Fill your heart with gratitude in everything on the list, for it is all a gift from God who loves you unconditionally. Add to this list daily as you notice little things you appreciate in your life. Rather than fretting or worrying about what you don't have, change your perspective and begin recognizing all you have. The more you acknowledge your blessings, the more they flow. If you are poverty conscious, now is your time to recover. There's no lack of abundance available to you. You simply must break the habit of perceiving the world as one of deprivation and struggle and accept the endless blessings waiting to come in. What did I say? Enjoy the blessing you have now and ask the universe to keep them coming. Then prepare for a windfall. This isn't being greedy. This is self-esteem and understanding that you are a beloved child of the universe. One who is unconditionally loved and will be amply provided for every step of the human existence. This has always been the case, but you may have missed your blessing before now because you didn't have the eyes to see them or the open heart to receive them. You can change this today by counting your blessings and watching them multiply 1,000-fold. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that you need to be grateful for the blessings that you have. By being grateful for the blessings, by writing down all the things that you're grateful for, you're going to attract more of those blessings. Instead of sitting in this mindset of regret and loss, okay, or feeling like life isn't fair because something happened to you, you're going to attract more energy like that. So Spirit is asking you to be grateful for the things that you are grateful for, okay, like this victory, okay, this newness, this peacefulness, okay, and maybe meeting new friends. Be grateful for those things and you'll attract more of the same. Get out of this mindset of regret and loss, like life isn't fair, how things turned out. I can tell you right now, I've probably been through more than anyone that you've ever known. So if you want to talk about loss and regret, I can give you a list. But I'm not going to stay in that mindset, because if I stay in that mindset, it's going to bring me down, 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 down into a hole where I may never get back up. So I count my blessings, okay? I'm grateful for what I have. I'm moving into a new life at this time, okay, just like you. And I'm meeting new people, just like you will. So I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the hype button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons if you want to. And I will see you tomorrow for your daily. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.